Greetings everyone and a warm welcome to my channel, Anelation Music. My name is Anelation. I think you may all know me as Anelation Music. That's my production company. That's my production name. That's my production name. Okay, so today's video is actually about a dance beat that I have made. I just want to present the beat to yourself. I'm gonna show, especially for the producers that might be watching here. So I'm just gonna show all the instruments as well as the tips. How did I do what and what you're gonna see as I present the video. So but before we get there, I just want to tackle a few questions that some people might have about me, like I started making music. Actually, it's just writing, because at that time I didn't have any place to record my music. I didn't own a laptop, I didn't own no cell phone. It was in 2009. I was doing grade 10, so I developed this interest in actually writing music. I started with rap songs. I had music book where I wrote my songs, but I didn't have anywhere to go and actually record those. So in 2013, when I was in varsity, that's when I got an exposure to laptops. I used to borrow laptops from other people, and then I started learning FL Studio, because I came to know about FL Studio. I saw videos on YouTube, someone making a beat, and then I was so interested on seeing how that is done. So I downloaded FL Studio. I started working since 2013. I started making beat and practicing how to record vocals and recording myself. Until now, I've been writing songs and recording songs, and yes, I've been releasing songs. I think I have about 4 albums, but I'm not so proud of some songs there, because yay, I was still learning. Anyway, so I started learning FL Studio on my own. I didn't go to school for that. YouTube helped me a lot. I had my own channels that I subscribed to, and I knew when I watched those guys, I knew that I'm gonna get something from them, and then it helped me so much. And some of the things I just learned by playing around FL Studio. So I came to the stage that I am. I'm not saying I'm a professional in terms of FL Studio. I am still learning FL Studio. You know, the only thing that I'm going to say is there is no better time than to start now, because I know there might be people who are out there who are interested. I want to make my own beat. I don't know how to start. Where do I start? Where do I go? I have songs that I want to record. Where do I start? No, it's not. I know it's not easy. One, to get recognized, and two, to get the platform or the equipment to actually go and have your ideas transformed from your head into the speakers. So what I can encourage to those guys who want to be producers one day, start now. Get yourself a laptop, choose a DAW, which is a digital audio workstation that you think best works for you, and then start making music. Yeah, because the one thing about you starting now, you're gonna develop like you're gonna get experience and exposure over time, and that experience is actually gonna help you, you know, to continue, and you will get better by time, trust me. No, I'm not, but one thing about me is I don't wanna stop making music. I still want to continue making music. I want to be a producer. I want to own my own record label, which is Anelation Music, even if I am not actively involved, you know, in actually running that record label, but I want to establish it and make sure that it exists, and that there are local artists, that there are artists that will get a platform to get their songs recorded and released and registered and published. So that's where I'm heading at. So that is those are the questions I just wanted to tackle before we continue. So now you can take your eyes off me. Let's go straight to FL Studio now. Now that we're in FL Studio, one thing I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna show you this song, the full arrangement and everything. This is not final. I am still working on it. Okay, this is the arrangement of this beat here. No, I'm still looking to see who is actually gonna be singing over this instrumental. It's a dance beat. The arrangements may change later. There is an intro, there's a build, there's a verse, there's a hook, there's a verse, there's a bridge, there's a whatever, just something that will give the song a structure. It's very important actually when you are arranging a song to have a structure, because it's gonna give you a guide and it's gonna also direct your creativity as well when you develop the song. So I'm gonna start with pattern number 1. So with pattern number 1, I have drums here. Yeah, I have a kick that inspired me. I got this kick from Ableton actually, so I exported as an audio there. So I extracted that and I put it here. I used as my kick here. You see, it's a punchy kick, it's a nice kick. So let me play all the drums. Yeah, as you can see, those are the drums. So my BPM is at 100. You put it at 100. So those are my drums. So the second pattern is actually a sine wave. It's actually a simple chord progression. I will let you say. Okay, the third one I would say, because the third one is still the same as the one I just showed you, so I'm gonna skip that one. So the fourth one is actually a woodwind from Purity. Gosh. And then the other one is a snare roll. So I use this snare roll as a transition when coming from one part to the next. So I use this snare roll. So as you can see here, I have my velocity. The velocity is just simple. I put it in one level. But then there is something that I did with panning. You see, this is how you get to panning. That's your velocity. You click this control here, you go to note pan. So I have panned some of the notes here so that it plays left to right, just to give it that feel and make it interesting a bit. And another thing that you might need to take note is they are not straight to grid, and the snap to grid here is not like the same. So what you go to snap to grid. For some notes I made it 1/3, so for some it's 1/4. So that's another thing that you need to do. You see, for instance, here it's 1/3 when it as you can see, when it plays here it's 1/3, and then when it goes to others it's just 1/4. So let's go to the next one. It's a piano. Let's go to piano. Okay, let me play it from the beginning. Okay, so that's note pen. I have penned some of the notes here and also here. As you can see, I have penned them. Velocity is just standard, but what you can do, you can play around and make this one haphazard as well, depending on your own preference. Okay, let's go to another pattern. It's a placard. Where does it come from? It comes from Nexus, of course. Is it Nexus? Okay, it is. And then there is a bass. There is a mock bass here. Okay. Okay, that's mock bass. But what I do most of the time for my bass to get that oomph, I usually put it together with a sub bass so that I get that bass there at the bottom. So I put a sub bass here, so that it plays those lower notes. If you're not putting on your earphones, you may not be able to hear this one. So the other one is a log drum. You know, I love this drum. I find myself using it a lot these days. Even when I'm making a gospel beat, even when I'm making a pop beat, I would sometimes put it in because it just sounds better. So this is the first pattern for the log drum. You know, as the beat develops, you know, you make if you make it vary sometimes depending on the part it is playing, because once some of your things they play the same thing throughout, your beat might get boring, so you might want to change some things here and there. So this is the second pattern. And then there is a third one as well with a roll. Now I have a roll. See, that's the third one. I'm not sure if there is a fourth one. There is a fourth one. Wow. Okay. So there is a pad coming from expand. I think it's coming from expand. Okay, let me play. Okay, so this pad here, it's actually sheet lightning coming from soft pad. So what I usually do is just take out this ambient effect there, and then I'm just left with this soft pad. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The 15th one is actually it's a plug coming from, this is Flex. FL gang will know this is our Nexus in FL Studio. Yeah, so I put it plays just like that. So I think it comes toward the end. Yeah, toward the end of the hook. See this second part here. There it is. Pattern number 15. There it is also on the second one. And then we're left with two patterns. What is pattern number 16? Pattern number 16 is another pluck. Okay, we are not there yet. Okay, that's another one. Okay, let's go to the 17th pattern. It's a plug, a simple one as well. I think this one is one of those things that just play in the background, you know, because you would want some fillers in your beat, just those things that will play in the background and make sure that your beat sounds good, it's interesting as well, and it doesn't get boring. So pattern number 17 is actually I think this is the one. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so those are the patterns that I have for this bit. So what I'm going to do now is play the whole bit so that you guys can have a listen. So I would appreciate if you guys can comment in the comment section below in terms of what you like about this beat, whether you like the beat or not. What else would you like to see me do next time? Okay, or maybe if I didn't show some parts like the way you would want me to do them, you can make a suggestion below. So thanks and bye. Enjoy the beat. Don't forget to subscribe as well for more content.